The Nintendo Switch 2 Direct just concluded, and there were a ton of new announcements. Let's take a look at 10 of the biggest ones. Mario Kart World announced. Nintendo kicked off its Switch 2 Direct by showcasing a new trailer for the next Mario Kart, officially titled Mario Kart World. Launching on the same day as the console, it features familiar elements like transforming vehicles. However, kart races now span vast regions throughout the world. Mario Kart World offers several firsts, including weather and time of day influencing the race conditions and the ability to drive anywhere. Grand Prix returns with each cup having 4 tracks, but the biggest difference is that you'll drive to the next course immediately. Each race can have up to 24 drivers, the most in the series history. Among the new modes is Knockout Tour, where you can race non-stop from one corner of the world to the other. There are multiple checkpoints. If you're below the placement shown at a checkpoint, you're knocked out. Free roam is also available for various regions to uncover new routes and areas. Your friends can also drive alongside you, and photo mode is available. Mario Kart World will receive more information in a dedicated direct on April 17th, so stay tuned for more details. Nintendo Switch 2's new features. Nintendo has unveiled one of the big new features of the Switch 2, the C button. Through this, players will be able to talk to other Switch 2 players using a feature called Game Chat. This falls in line with recent rumors regarding built-in voice chat that is integrated into the console at the operating system level. By hitting the C button, players get the Game Chat UI. Through this, players then have the choice to get into a voice chat with up to 3 other players. While regular voice chat can be used, Game Chat also allows for more advanced features, including gameplay streaming. All players will be able to share their streams regardless of the game they are playing. It could be the same game or a completely different title that are being played by everyone while they hang out with each other. The window size of the stream can also be changed, allowing players to check out what their friends are doing during voice chat. The final communication feature in the Switch 2 through Game Chat is the ability to use video chat. By making use of the Switch 2 camera, players can also have a camera feed accompanying the voice chat. This will essentially be used like a webcam. The camera and its software do seem advanced enough to automatically overlay a player's face on the game stream without needing the user to have more advanced knowledge of chroma keys to get transparency. Different types of games can also make use of the video chat feature in different ways. A game might show the player in a small window alongside their in-game character. The Switch 2 camera will be available in stores on the same day as the console. Game Chat will require a subscription to Nintendo Switch Online, however. The company has announced that there will be a free period where players can try it out without subscribing until March 31st, 2026. The feature is also supported in the Switch's parental controls app. Elden Ring Tarnished Edition announced. Bandai Namco, From Software, and Nintendo have announced that Elden Ring will be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. Dubbed Elden Ring Tarnished Edition, the game is slated to launch for the Nintendo Switch 2 in 2025. There have currently been no details about whether or not the Switch 2 release will also include the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. Considering the Tarnished Edition moniker, it is likely that this will be a sort of definitive edition release of Elden Ring that might also end up coming to other platforms. Kirby Air Riders announced. Nintendo has announced that Kirby will also be getting a new game on the Switch 2. Announced during the recent Switch 2 Direct, the title is a new racing game dubbed Kirby Air Riders. While we didn't get much in the way of details about Kirby Air Riders, the trailer did make it look like it will allow for up to 4 players to team up and play together. As its name might imply, Kirby Air Riders is a follow-up to the 2003 racing game Kirby Air Ride, which was originally released on the GameCube. In the original game, up to 4 players could race together. Kirby Air Riders doesn't yet have a release date, but it is slated for launch sometime in 2025. From Software's The Dusk Bloods announced. One of the more surprising announcements from the Switch 2 Direct is From Software working on an exclusive title for the platform. Titled The Dusk Bloods, it appears to be an open-world action RPG with vampire-like beings, though it's touted as a multiplayer title. The gameplay showcases what appears to be different playable classes. You can summon other players to accompany you, and as with many From Software titles, there are some powerful bosses to tackle. While much is of course still up in the air, The Dusk Bloods is confirmed to be directed by Hidetaka Miyazaki. A new creator's voice interview will go live on April 4th, offering more details, so stay tuned for updates. Donkey Kong Bonanza announced. After what feels like forever, Donkey Kong is finally getting a brand new title, and it's fully 3D. Launching on July 17th for the Nintendo Switch 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza is a platforming adventure that sees the beloved primate sprinting, jumping, rolling, and climbing across various environments. Of course, he can also burrow into the ground and bash or break his way off of rocks from the ground to wield as a weapon or throw into his surroundings. However, he can use a slab as a surfboard of sort for quicker traversal around. The classic barrels of yore also return here, and some side-scrolling sections bring Donkey Kong Country to mind. As for the story, Donkey Kong is whisked away to Ingot Isle to deal with all these mineral-based threats, though other animals exist as bosses. While there are likely numerous collectibles, the action is fast-paced, with some intriguing bosses. Stay tuned for more details on Donkey Kong Bonanza when it launches this summer. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour announced. Alongside a host of first-party and third-party titles that will be coming to the Switch 2, Nintendo has also announced that there will be a special title, dubbed Welcome Tour, available for the console. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour has been described by the company as a virtual exhibition that shows off the console's features. Now, it is worth noting, however, that unlike other console tech demos like PS5's Astro's Playroom, players will have to purchase Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour to access it. The title will be available on the console at launch on June 5th, and the fact that it will be a paid release means that there might be quite a bit of content for players to discover. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will feature a host of smaller games that players can check out in order to learn about some of the console's features. As shown in the showcase, players will be able to explore the Switch 2's hardware by having their characters in miniaturized form walking around on it. Along the way, players will find various signs that explain different features of the console. This includes things like the new magnet-based mechanism used to attach and detach the Joy-Con 2 controllers. One of the minigames shown off in the video is a golf game. Titled Speed Golf, the minigame allows players to learn how to use the new mouse feature on the Joy-Con 2 controller, allowing them to aim their shot at angle. Another one, dubbed Dodge the Spiked Balls, has the player take on the role of a flying saucer that is avoiding spike balls around them. Project 007 confirmed for Nintendo Switch 2. Although we didn't receive our first look at the new 007 game, it was confirmed that it was coming to the Switch 2. No specific details were revealed, but it's also most likely coming to all major platforms. Hopefully this will turn out to be a good one. Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th, and spec details. After years of rumors, Nintendo has finally detailed the specs for the Switch 2. However, it also announced that the console would launch on June 5th worldwide. Offering a 7.9-inch LCD screen with a 1080p resolution, double the pixels of the Switch 1, it includes support for HDR and up to 120 frames per second in supported titles. The new Joy-Con 2 attaches magnetically to the console and offers larger SL and SR buttons and control sticks. And as teased extensively leading up to launch, the Joy-Con 2 can be used as a mouse. The speaker has seen some improvements and offers clearer audio, while a built-in mic is included for voice chat. It also supports microSD express cards. Regular microSD is not compatible here. It also sports two USB-C ports, 256GB of internal storage, and a new dock with 4K support for compatible games. HDR is also available in TV mode, and the dock has a fan for improved cooling. A new Pro controller is also coming, which includes an audio jack and GL/GR buttons. Nintendo Switch 2 price. While Nintendo themselves didn't announce the price of the Switch 2 during its Direct, a press release confirms that it will retail for $449.99 when it launches on June 5th. Nintendo also confirmed a bundle that includes the Switch 2 with Mario Kart World for $499.99, though it only contains a download code for the latter. So, what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon to get new video updates. We upload every day and would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.